Hi there, Mr. Farlow here, and today we'll be talking about emotional memory, which is one of the techniques in Stanislavski's system. This technique calls upon actors to focus on the character's experience, then reflect on an experience of their own that is similar in nature. Now, I very purposefully use the word similar and not identical, because it's highly unlikely that we will always have the same experiences as the characters within the script. This helps us to prepare emotionally for a scene and inevitably deliver a more realistic performance, because we can think back to the ways we responded in that similar situation, both physically and verbally, and use these ideas to inform our performance. Today we'll be using a practice script by the name of Dana and Lee. The scene takes place in a schoolyard and involves two characters by the names of Dana and Lee. Lee comes across as a character who is quite secretive and on edge. When we first meet him, he's working on a secret project. When he is disrupted by Dana, he becomes quite agitated very quickly. His frustration only grows as Dana begins to quiz him about his past. But again, we can see that secretive nature about Lee, as he only ever hints at the reason why he transferred from this old school. He holds on to this anger for a little while longer, until he eventually simmers down and begins to accept the help that Dana is offering him. Dana, on the other hand, is quite a compassionate character, and from the very beginning she is only trying to help Lee. It is only when he responds poorly that she begins to become aggressive herself. But she eventually catches herself and realizes her original intent, and begins to settle Lee and offer a helping hand once more. Now spare a moment to think about which character you can relate better to. Has there ever been a time where you just wanted to be left alone, but someone continuously disrupted you? Or has there been a time where you tried to help someone and they only responded negatively? Now think back to this incident and write a short diary entry about it. Make sure that you're very descriptive, particularly when you're discussing your feelings, your physical reactions, and so on. That way you can use these things in your performance of the script later on. Before we head off, let's do a quick recap. Emotional memory is recalling a personal experience that prepares us emotionally for a scene. Remember that the experience doesn't have to be identical, just similar enough to inform your performance. Then, once you've got an experience in your mind, you need to write it down in a descriptive way. Make sure that you save the reflection for future use. Emotional memory is a wonderful technique used by actors of all skill levels. I hope now that you have a better understanding of the technique, you use it wisely and it only strengthens your performance quality.
Created using Powtoon.